Hi, welcome to my page. If you're new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I'm glad to have you. This week on the Self-Care Talk Saturday, we are going to talk about the benefits of dating yourself and how that will help in your dating life. So, as I've gone on my journey here and of, having ways to show myself self-love and self-care and really just trying to learn different things. I have been researching on and learning on how to communicate, date, and relate with men. Okay, so I've been learning a ton of information from Dr. John Gray. I have some notes down, so that's why I'm looking down. And he touches on a lot of what a masculine man wants. And, a lot of times, I don't know for why, but for a lot of the, sorry, I got to just adjust here. Okay, so a lot of the times, I was under the assumption like the man and the woman's brain were really basically the same. I knew our body parts were different, but I thought like our brain system was the same. But doing some research, I have come across where it isn't. And I think that's where a lot of the disconnections are coming from for women, because women are not realizing this. We are not taught this. This is not taught anywhere, and it's definitely not promoted anywhere. So I just want to kind of touch on what I've learned and what I've been learning, and hopefully this will help you too. And this can go for if you are dating, if you're married, this will help you regardless. So, as I have mentioned in the past, I have lost myself being a mother, being an employee, being everything for everybody but myself. So, in the past where people, or, my ex-husband or, other people that I've may have dated before him would ask me like, oh, where do you want to go? And honestly, I didn't have a clue. So I would just say, oh, it's up to you, wherever you want to go. It's fine with me. And thinking like that was a great thing, but it really truly isn't, because they're getting to choose where they want to go, right? And that can lead to some different problems in your relationship, or, if you even get to that point. But I think from what I've learned from John, he says it in a great way, is if somebody's asking you out on a date, husband, partner, whatever, and they're saying, hey, what would you like to do? John says to give them 3 options of different places that you may want to go, do, see, wherever, right? And then that way you give him 3 choices, and then he can choose from those 3 choices on what he wants to do best with you or for you, right? So, how does that tie into self-care and self-love? Well, as I've mentioned, in this video, I have lost myself being somebody for everyone but myself, where I wouldn't, I didn't know, like I wouldn't really be going to adult functions and different things like that. So, and I really wasn't a big person going out to eat and different things like that. So I was really struggling, to come up with some ideas of what to do, where to go, and stuff like that. So I find it, if you're anything like me, where you are not sure, or even, this can also touch on maybe a little bit of people pleasing too, attributes, and is, definitely go out and date yourself. Take yourself out to some dinners, go out for some walks, Go on some adventures, whatever that may be. You know, I've taken myself to a couple plays now by myself. I've gone to the movies. I have gone hiking. I've gone out to restaurants for lunch and dinners. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a pro at this yet. You know, I'm still a little, you know, I just recently went out, took myself out to a dinner, to a pretty, you know, nice restaurants. But it was on a Tuesday night. So, you know, it wasn't very busy, to be honest, but it was a first step, right? Of me stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something for myself that I really wasn't comfortable doing in the past. So everybody has to start somewhere. So just, you know, go out, take yourself out to a lunch place. That's where it all started for me. Then I you know, moved to a dinner place, and the movies is simple because it's dark. Nobody even knows what, you know, if you're with somebody or not. It's not like you're in there to have conversation because you're there to watch movies. So that one was like really easy to do. So if you're really uncomfortable, start there, because it's, you know, like I said, it's one of the easiest things to do. And also, you know, hiking and walking, like going out for taking yourself on some adventures of going, you know, hitting some new trails. Like I've been on a waterfall kick where I like to go and look for waterfalls. So I bought like a book in my state that has different waterfall hiking trails. So I kind of use that, and that's something that I enjoy because I really like the water, and that just gives a little extra boost for being out in nature. So it's definitely a plus. So if you like water and stuff like that, I would definitely suggest you doing that if that is something that is in your state to do. Or, you know, if you find something else that you like to do that as well. So I'm just giving you some ideas of things that I've done. So this, you know, this new way, or I don't want to say new, it's not new, it's kind of an older way of doing things, but it's definitely not taught, and never heard somebody say this before. So I wanted to share it with all of you, and hoping that this may help you better communicate with your partner or whatnot of some of the things that you may want to do on a date. And then, you know, like I said, this gives your partner still the room to plan and do his masculine thing. And then it also makes you happy because you're getting to enjoy something that you want to do, that you truly want to do, instead of, you know, being the people pleaser person saying, oh, it's up to you. And, you know, then you're like, oh, this isn't really fun, you know, going to a hockey game or whatever he may like, right? So that's why it's important for you to take yourself on some dates, figure out some things that you like, so then you can have some different options of different things that you like to do together. And then everybody's happy because, you know, the masculine, from what John says, the masculine man gets his pleasure from pleasing his person, right? Pleasing the feminine. So if he's out, even though, you know, he's taking you out and it may not be somewhere where he chose to bring you, or it wasn't he chose to bring you because obviously you're there, but it wasn't his choice in where I'm losing my I'm losing where I'm trying to go with this. But basically it's, you know, you still are choosing where you want to go, and he's having the pleasure of bringing you there and enjoying that with you. So I think that is great advice, and I hope that you find it as helpful as I did, and I hope that you enjoy your dating, and also to bring yourself out on dates and enjoy life. And maybe if you don't want to go out on your own, you could bring a friend, you could bring you could bring a friends, or you could bring your kids, whatever. But definitely just make sure that you're out there getting some ideas of what you would like to do and things that you enjoy doing, that will help better foster your dating life, and even years to come from that. So I hope this was helpful, and I will talk with you next time. Have a good one. Bye.